Hey, what's up, everybody? Tuesday, November 5th. One announcement. Hey, listen, if you sign up for a free trial of my report, whether that's MMT Trader or Zombie Trading, remember to put a valid email address. I had some people signing up and they signed up with a bad email address, so I can't contact you. I can't send you out the information, obviously, if you don't sign up with a valid email address. All right. That should be obvious, right? All right. Market. Let's talk about the market. A little bit of a stall in the rally. And I would not be surprised to see some pullback. We are getting at least some sentiment readings of excess bullishness, so that's normal. We are also in the period of reserve build. Now I have to say that the market has been very, very strong, surprisingly strong in the face of some big reserve build that occurred. For example, November 1st, there was about a 78 billion reserve addition that was related to, or that was as a result of the normal first of the month payments that the government makes. And then that didn't seem to do anything. I mean, then we had a very powerful, remember, we were 300 up on Friday. That was November 1st. We were up again yesterday. Today, flat. So we'll see what happens over the course of the next several days. This is the period now where the Treasury's account at the Fed is going to be drawn down. Normal payments, early month, beginning of the month payments flowing out. And we'll see the effect of that. That should be at least enough to stall the rally. But the rally has been very strong. And this goes back to what I've been saying for a long time, that the underpinning to this is historic fiscal support. The leading flows, the spending at historic levels. I mean, last year was a record, over 5 trillion. The previous year, we were up around 4.8 trillion. I mean, you go back, and I've explained this many times. I mean, you go back to 2009 when we were in the midst of the financial crisis. In 2009, when Obama signed that fiscal stimulus, it literally raised government spending by 40%. So you had a 40% increase like that. That would be the equivalent nowadays, of an increase of 2 trillion over last year. So just to put that in perspective, the fiscal year that just concluded, fiscal year 2019, which ended on September 30th, we were something like 5.2 trillion or something like that. That was up 300 billion from the previous year, which is a huge amount. But imagine if it was up 2 trillion from 2018. I mean, so since 2009, when we vaulted over the 4 trillion annually in spending, the economy has continued to grow. We have avoided recession. The stock market has advanced. And all the analysts out there, all the economists out there, I think except for myself, are sitting around scratching their heads trying to understand why we are in the longest, and it's going to keep on going. It's going to keep on going because the main items that support this growth in spending are non-discretionary things. You're talking about Social Security. You're talking about Medicare. You're talking about Medicaid, and really also talking about defense, which is a discretionary expenditure, but it's treated like a non-discretionary expenditure in this country, like the military and defense. That is the sacred cow. We never touched that under Trump. It just grows and grows and grows. So those four things are way over half, about 60% of all that spending, and they're not going to get cut. And the thing is, with Social Security and Medicare, I mean, they just keep growing every single year. They just keep growing every single year because the baby boomer generation is coming to the age of eligibility for those programs. So the rolls of recipients just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's like an automatic fiscal stimulus every single year that just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And you can look at anything you want to look at. That's why I told you, going all the way back to last year in November, 1 year ago, when everybody was in a panic and the market was in a correction, what did I say? You have to buy, you have to buy, you have to buy. I had so many subscribers at that time, crying because the market was going down, and I told them to buy, and they bought. It went down more, and their kid told me to buy. It didn't stop at that exact point that you told me to buy, Mike. Your stuff is no good. Look, I can't help it if you cannot develop mental game and resilience and the ability to endure. I try to help. I try to help everybody. I mean, if you would categorize in terms of most important value that I provide, yeah, you could talk about the MMT, you could talk about the analysis, you could talk about the reserve flows, you could talk about my past experience as a floor trader and all the strategy that I learned from that. But really the number one value point, the number one thing of value that I bring is the mental game stuff. I mean, I try to talk about that all the time. I know most of you don't want to hear that. You want to have some system. Hey, buy over here, sell over here. You don't have to think about everything. It's all going to be butterflies and rainbows. It's going to go your way every single time. It's going to be perfect because we know MMT and everything is beautiful. Come on. Grow up. So, going back to what I was saying. The correction last year, which was a sharp correction. But I kept saying, look, bank credit expanding, loans and leases expanding, all these things which were a barometer of demand. If you were going to, look at a snapshot of demand of the economy, was it fading? No, it was getting stronger at that time. Then what happened in the beginning of the year? Oh, the inverted yield curve, oh my God, the inverted yield. What'd I say? Ignore that. Everyone, that's a forecast of recession. The recession is going to come. It has never failed us, the inverted yield. I said, don't worry about that. The trade war. I mean, this has been going on for 2 years now, right? Almost 3 years pretty soon. The trade war, oh my God, every single correction based on some tweet that Trump put out there about the trade war, what'd I say? Buy into that. I mean, if you would have bought these dips, some people say, hey, Mike, the market hasn't hardly moved in 2 years. Not true. If you know how to buy the dips, you are way, 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 way up. Now, most people, they don't buy the dips. They panic. They sell out. They get scared. I've seen it. I'm canceling. This is no good. They're canceling the market. The S&P's at 2,600 now. It's at almost 3,100, right? Because it went down. Folks, there's a time that you want to be out of the market. I'm not saying that that's never going to happen. There's a time that you're going to want to be out of the market, but it's just not this time. And how do I know? Because I follow the leading flows. I'm the only one who does this. So yeah. That's where we are right now. You have to have the ability to endure. All right? Success is not having the perfect buy point and the perfect sell point. That's illusory. If you think that you are going to come across a system or a methodology where every single time you're going to find the perfect buy point and if that is your quest, if that is your goal, if that is your belief that something out there like that exists, then you're just going to be on that mission, on that quest for the rest of your life, and you're never going to find it. The beauty of what I'm telling you is that you can liberate yourself from having that need, having that necessity, and still be very, very successful. Or not still, and be successful. In fact, that's the only key to success. This game is only hard up here. It's not hard analytically. It's not hard strategically. It's not hard in any way other than what's up here in your mind. All right, so that's it for today, folks. Remember, give me the correct email if you sign up. I mean, duh, right? That's normal. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.